today's video we have something for the V11. We have a little gift for it, so I'll just see how long we've left on it. 8 minutes, not bad. Today's video contains something that I have not paid for. Get that out there now. This was sent for my perusal, for my opinion, to show you all. And here it is. It's for the V11. Let's have a look. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? Yes, this box contains 3 things from this company. It's come to me in an Amazon box from Amazon. They are on Amazon. I have links in English, American and Dutch in the description below to this. They're not affiliate links. I'm not an Amazon affiliate. Just showing you where you can get them from, and I'll say that now before we open them, just in case I forget. So yes, this is the full experience really. Obviously I opened it, I wasn't expecting anything from Amazon. What have you? So this is basically as you would receive it as well, so it's a good job that they did it. So we have some Air Plus air bubbles, very nice to see, and 3 things. These 3 things are, they sent me an attachment clip for the V10 and V7. I imagine that's because of the tool adapter. Obviously, I don't need this because the V11 comes with one, but you know, we could give it a flipping good test out to see if it's any good. I have an accessory holder again for V10, V8, V7, anything with this style of connector. Obviously they would have made these long before this came out. It's just a happy coincidence that it fits the V11, isn't it? There we go. Lots of nice packaging. These expand the storage on board the dock, which is very, very needed. So looking forward to seeing these. And finally, something that I actually did want to buy or obtain at some point. It is an extension hose. The one of the critical things with this is it is rubbish for doing anything smaller than the head. Cars, it's terrible. You know, if you want to get sort of somewhere difficult, like I tried to use this to clean out a computer that I got given. Utterly disgraceful it was, full of dust, and this was so clunky to sort of put around. You know, if I could have had it sat there whilst manoeuvring, it would have been okay. So we have our box emptied, although not on the dock. Get up there. Let's open these and see what's inside. Oh, right, I have a knife. Let's start with. In fact, we'll save that for a minute because I've only got. In fact, we'll save that out for a minute. Let's open this first because we can directly have a look. The rest I'm going to have to get various props out for. So inside the packaging we have. Oh, I've seen these before from the company. Well, from other companies. This is Lanmu's effort. Obviously, Lanmu are the company who have sent me these. Obviously, they sell on Amazon mainly because they've tailored their cards to Amazon. Obviously, please leave feedback. Love it. Don't worry. So if it's broken, etc., these seem to work fine, and we have it in Dutch as well because that seems to be their core market. So very nice indeed. This is a very thin hose already. It is Hoover Turbo Power 2 levels of thin, but then I'm not sure what I was expecting. A DC07 thickness hose would probably be a bit silly, wouldn't it? So we have a very nice. Cool, wow. I cannot convey how long that is. Look, it's out of shot, so you can see it. That's very long. Very long indeed. It swivels at both ends. Very nice. Very good action there. It's not bad. That's That's very good. Fits into place with no problems. Ooh, yeah, I can do this now. And it's actually the first time I've been able to actually test the suction on this. You get a little bit of an idea, but here, and that is airtight. That's not bad. Obviously, if we stick it on actually Eco, that's not bad either. It shows what a good machine the V11 actually is. See, I've never been able to test this by doing that before. I know it's a highly unscientific way of telling, but if you do it often enough, you build up an idea, and that on Max, crikey, that's very good. So yeah, I can have my extension hose now. Right, we'll take that out and we'll put that to one side, and we'll have a little bit of a demonstration in a minute. Let's open the accessory holder box, where we have another little card, although only in English this time, an instruction manual, which is basically the same paragraph repeated in various different languages. So advantage, no more forgetting, spelt incorrectly, where your Dyson accessories are and exactly get what you want. Comes with 6 adapters, definitely serve you well to store attachments. Perfectly compatible with Dyson V10, V8 and V7. So, here they are. Actually, what first strikes me is that, because I doubt Lanmu actually make these physically, I could be wrong, but whatever, they screen printed their name on the front. That's certainly a cut above normally happens. And these are the docks. It's actually a perfect colour match for the V11. It's even got the same ripples in the plastic. That is bang on, nearly. I think the battery's a different shade anyway. And that's very good. Very impressed. I mean, look, I can do silly things. You wouldn't do that. Maybe that's a way to get 3 into 1. Just to hollow it out a bit. So that's very nice. And then finally we have the attachment clips. Obviously these would have been sold on the older Dyson because they didn't come with the clips included. Oh look! We've got a teeny tiny little card. If you are satisfied with our items, please leave your honest evaluations and encouragement. I very well might do that officially on Amazon, just for saying thank you. So, Lanmu custom designed. So, you know what, they might have made these from scratch, in-house, in which case that's very, very impressive. Very impressive indeed. In fact, yeah, even the hose has the modelling effect. Basically, stick it on the wand, pop a tool in. You only get space, it seems, for 1 tool on this, although technically if you have the combination it is 2, so it is 2, and yeah, I think got it. Designed in USA, made in China. So actually I was wrong, because normally these sort of things come from companies who just buy them and brand them. These seem to actually, I mean obviously of course it's made in China, it's when you get things like this made. There's no point in tooling up to produce these when there's already someone out there you can just send a PO to and get them done. So that's actually, I mean this hasn't got it on there, I would imagine they would shout from the rooftops about it, I would. That's not too shabby to see, I quite like that. Again, the same motley plastic, and I noticed whilst doing that little monologue, there is a grip. So yeah, actually, these have exceeded my expectations already. The only thing left to do now, once I've made it look pretty for you on camera there, is to try them out and see what they're like. And we'll start with the very stand itself. Obviously I use one of these because, well, I have now with another cleaner, but I didn't want to bolt my Dyson to the wall. So I have a little bit more space than most, although it is sharing bedroom space with bits of Tingo, etc. But I'll put that down now. Forget all of this from down here below. Obviously, if you have a Dyson V11, and a V10, and a V7, and all that as well, I should be more rating all that. This is something that I've got to show you actually. This came from ManchesterVacs. They have these made, and certainly of much better quality than this one. Obviously a completely different finish and design. But either way, obviously, and that converts you to via one of these. This is a prototype one. He's had them made properly now for a long time. Sits in there. Blah blah blah. You only get two. So if I wanted to have, in fact, I'm actually still missing a tool, aren't I? No, it's all there. You can't fit those two on there together. So that's instantly a massive fail. So in fact, yeah, this is all the tools I got with this. So you've either got to lose, you can't even lose one of those. So actually, for the Dyson V11 Absolute Plus, they're not Absolute Pluses anymore, you can't store all the tools on the dock, even if you wanted to. Terrible. So this is the problem. We take that off as well, and we get our Lanmu tool adapters. Ta-da! Looks very good. I was thinking about this today. How I've got to hold this because it's not very strong. They are pretty rock solid. And obviously this enables me, in theory. Oh yeah, they sit at the top of it. Yeah, they're not bad. You still can't fit that. In fact, well, ooh, no, you can look. You can fit this. This is good fun, isn't it? Obviously, they stay on there. In fact, that could clip there, but obviously it wouldn't. It would go on the machine. I have the fluffy head on because I have a lot of hard flooring. And yes, this isn't my normal torque drive head. This is the one I use for demos, but we'll use it for now because I don't want to walk off on you. This sits, well, it can sit there. In fact, there we go, that's better. Although I can't fit the hose anywhere now, yes I can, look. And there we go. That is every single tool, plus an extra one. And in fact, I probably could fit this on because there we go, look. If it wasn't for the turbo heads massive, obviously you could only fit these on, you can sort of sit it in there. There you go, that'll work. If you had, say, the long extendable cordless tool or that nice dusting brush they do, etc. You can sit, obviously don't twist them about too much. That's not bad actually. I fitted everything on there and there is one more space left. Certainly a massive improvement on those two. So that is, for me, a big plus. Right, let's move on. Whilst we are up at this angle, this height, we'll test the tool holder out. So basically, forget this is a V11, because this tool is for the V10, the V7, basically again, any cordless that uses this design. And again, we have the option of having it point up or point down. It seems a bit pointless to have it point down. That's not bad. It's perhaps a little bit looser than, although the original Dyson one is very grippy. You wouldn't want to take it on and off. Perhaps a little bit less grippy, unless they change the dimension of the wands, but I don't think they have. But it holds the tool and does what it says it will do with aplomb. I mean, we can have the crevice tool, we can have dusting brush, you could be really stupid and have your extension hose. You couldn't. Ooh. The Lanmu extension hose Doesn't come on to... Oh, yes, it does. Doesn't clamp on when it's on the machine. We'll forget that though, because nobody would be silly enough to put their extension hose on there. You could carry this around. I said, no, you couldn't carry that around. Same is true for this though. Because it's the back of that tool, look. Pointless. So yeah, no. There's two out. Oh no, you can't carry that. The plug stops you. You get the idea. I don't think you can pull. No, you can't. You can sort of carry that, but you would ruin it. So yeah, it's for these, not the fault of the clip, the fault of how it's really sat. And yet it does its job very, very well. So another pass. And last but not least, it's time to remove the wand, remove the machine from its brackets, and plug in the hose. And I'm going to treat myself. You fall over them. And put, it's made for that tool, really is. In fact, this is a good test. Look at the disgusting state of this. So again, the swivel connection means that I don't have to care, so we can literally, I won't leave it in boost because then this video will be over in about 30 seconds. Oh, that is, the immediate problem is, gosh, I wish this had a locked on feature. Hang on. Shows how front heavy this is though, it wasn't even on its side. Yeah, smooth. That's amazing. That really is everything you could want. Now again, usual caveats, it's not going to work with the electrically driven turbo tools because it'll physically fit, but obviously there is no power, there is a tool, so yeah, pointless using any of those, which makes sense. It might be, what if you could use the wand? You can use the wand. Obviously you can then take the very early 1950s Electrolux floor head off. It is magic, isn't it? And do something more practical with your extension wand on the end of your hose with your Dyson. I mean, it's very, very pointless doing this to a degree because one of mine and many others' bugbear about the Dyson V11 is that all the weight is in your hand, especially when you're holding it up to get something. Plus, as you can see here, because this is used, all the dirt flies to the back and spins around there. So being able to just hold it and does make a fair bit of sense. They can put that, there you go, Lanmu, you can put that in the product description. So, not too bad at all. sum up. So there we go. Big thank you to Lanmu for sending me this stuff. I shall pick those up later and give you good feedback. And yes, as I hope you'll agree, because obviously I'm not here to make you have an opinion, I'm just here to show you stuff. It's pretty flipping good. Certainly, obviously, the tool clip I probably will take off, but its worthlessness is no less valid because it does work very well. The big cool things are the hose, or in fact, I wonder if I pull this over. There you go. That's very, very long indeed. Obviously, it's not a stair cleaning hose. You don't need it to do, but certainly very, very handy indeed. And these are fantastic. They're basically staying like that now because the Tinko sits next to this, so I can now start to put, its stuff on here as well, which is perfect in my opinion. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Links in the description to everything you have seen here. Apart from a Dyson, you know where to get those. And yeah, thank you Lanmu for me handy and surprisingly cool stuff. And I shall see you soon. Bye bye.